For me, you know, where you come from and where your vineyards are says a lot about, you know, who you are as a brand, who you are as winemakers and viticulturists. And I guess we really define ourselves as a Southern Margaret River brand. I guess a lot of people don't realise the distance between the north to the south of Margaret River is, you know, it's close to 100 kilometres. So the diversity of climate, the diversity of soil, the diversity of you know, everything is, you know, makes totally different wine. The hallmark for me of Southern Margaret River Cabernet is violets and perfume. Like, it just has this beautiful lift out of the glass. The other thing is medium-bodied elegance, and more feminine style wines is a real hallmark of Southern Margaret River Cabernet, because again, it doesn't have the heat. We don't seem to get the same sort of alcohol. We don't have the same sort of body, and I'm certainly not trying to say that one is better than the other. For me, it's really about showing that diversity and getting that violet lift out of the glass. So just came in as a cellar hand effectively. Prior to that, I was working for another company who sold a little bit of fruit to Janice and Stuart for Stella Bella. And yeah, I finished up at that job, and you know, obviously had a relationship with both Janice and Stuart. So moved in and did a vintage, and looks like they couldn't get rid of me. My philosophy probably reverts back to a couple of things with my history and my training. Like being a viticulturist for 10 years out of my 20-year career sort of really relates my winemaking back to a vineyard level. You know, it's the old cliche, isn't it? Great wines are made in the vineyard, but you know, you also have to adapt that to your own site. You know, what does that mean for your site, and how are you going to achieve that? And then on top of that, from a winemaking philosophy point of view, it's about tasting. You know, we're certainly not prescriptive winemakers. We don't aim to have a recipe for each variety. Our recipe is taste the wine. What does it taste like? What's the justification for what you're going to do? You know, sometimes the hardest decision is to make no decision at all and let the wine be.